maybe first, can you present yourself and after tell me what is Ndau history for people who don't know nothing about Ndau?
Sure, thank you. Well, it's really great to be here. I love having conversations with people who are interested in the future of money, you know. And
Yes.
my name's John Lester. I live in Montreal in Canada, and I work for a company called Oneiro, and Oneiro is one of the developers of the open source project called Ndau, which is an open source decentralized cryptocurrency that is focused on being an adaptive cryptocurrency. So it changes, it adapts based on market conditions. So it protects the floor price and also has the freedom to rise in value as demand increases. And it also has yields. You can earn yields by simply holding Ndau in your wallet app. So if you just hold Ndau in your wallet, you earn yields, and there's sustainable yields. If you look at the Ndau website, and maybe Morgan, you can put the URL in the comment in the description of the video, ndau.io.
Yes.
The ecosystem is the yields are generated by a system called EAI. I won't go into too much of the detail because it's better to look at it on the website and read the white paper. But the bottom line is we developed this, Oneiro developed this cryptocurrency years ago because we wanted to make something that, we love Bitcoin.
Me too.
And yeah, everyone loves Bitcoin. It started it all. But we felt that there were some things that we could do that Bitcoin doesn't do. Like Bitcoin doesn't adjust how it is issued based on market demand. Bitcoin just goes every 10 minutes, here's a block, right? And Ndau is only issued when there is a certain level of market demand. And Ndau also has something called SIB protection, so that if the price gets very low to a floor price, it becomes a SIB fee is added if you're trying to transfer your Ndau to an exchange. So it disincentivizes people from selling when the price is low, which is really important because sometimes in finance, you have to protect people from themselves, right? You have to protect people from fear. When there's fear, people are like, oh, I want to sell, and that causes prices to spiral down. So if you can always sell your Ndau, you can always move it to an exchange, but you'll pay an increasing SIB protection fee to do so. So it's like, oh, I don't want to pay that high fee. The fee gets higher the lower the price goes. So it's a wonderful mechanism because people go, okay, I'm going to just take a deep breath and I'll wait and I'll see what happens longer term, because Ndau is very much a long-term, long view cryptocurrency. There are fluctuations, but if the long-term view is what it's all about, creating a long-term sustainable growth. And it's important to have the ability to zoom out. I always tell people, zoom out, look at the big picture of where we are for anything. So, and again, the last thing about Ndau that is very important is that it's a self-sovereign philosophy, right? So you don't have to earn yields. You don't have to send your Ndau to an exchange or do something where you have to trust someone else. Your yields are generated when you're holding Ndau in your own wallet, and you control your private keys, your recovery phrase. You are the only person in the universe who has control over your Ndau, right? And that's very important. And all of these historically, right? Ndau is all designed that way since the very beginning. Historically, there's back in 2018, right, when this was starting to be developed, right? From the very beginning, it was designed with all of these qualities that I just described, which is really interesting because if you think about it, where we are today, the situation in the world, everyone is realizing that, maybe we shouldn't trust centralized cryptocurrency exchanges like FTX. Maybe we shouldn't trust banks so much, like SVB, and Silvergate, who knows? And also just, what happens when governments print a lot of money with inflation, right? So we have inflation, we have centralized failures, and also people are just looking for more ways to earn money, right? Everyone's talks about
Yes.
side gigs, right? Side gig. And what's your side gig? Oh, I'm doing this on the side to earn more money. So yields are very important. People are thinking, how do I generate a passive income? How do I make my money just grow? And so, yeah, I think it's so historically, Ndau was developed with all of these properties that put it at it's at the right place at the right time right now, because this is the way the world is right now. Is exactly it's this intersection of all these bad things happening: inflation, incompetent centralized management of banks and exchanges, people needing to earn more money with passive income. And so Ndau is already self-sovereign, sustainable yields, and I think it's really it's a perfect storm. So I know I went on a little bit longer, but this is what I get very excited about. My my background is my original background is actually in healthcare. I originally worked in the neurology service at Massachusetts General Hospital, but I got very interested in just decentralized systems that allow people to have freedom, people that basically allow people to also connect directly with each other without anybody in the middle, you know and so that's how I discovered Bitcoin in the early days. And I've been involved in crypto since the early Bitcoin days, and I think that there are many different cryptocurrencies with very different properties, and they all have not all of them, some of them don't really, like Dogecoin. Who knows what's Dogecoin? It's a meme coin. What is it? What is its special what
Bitcoin.
is yeah. Yeah, so but Ndau, long-term store of value, self-sustaining yields. Other cryptocurrencies like Monero, privacy-focused coins. Ethereum, a world computer that can execute smart contracts, right? So I think I really believe in. I don't believe there's only one cryptocurrency that is the right one. The same way I don't believe there's only one creature on the planet that's the right creature. Cats and dogs and birds, they all have different roles in the ecosystem of the
Yes.
planet. And so that's my view. And I also want to thank you too for the one of the things that we do with Ndau that Oneiro does is we encourage people to create educational content about Ndau and to create videos. And it's really helpful just for people to learn more about what Ndau is about. And so we have the program called the Enlighten program. And I just
Yes, of
want to
course.
thank you for you're one of the people who have been doing great videos, telling people about how it works. And we're going to continue to do that.
Great. So I have another question. So if I want to buy Ndau, how that works? Is this possible with another exchange, like maybe KuCoin or other?
Yeah. So right now, you can buy Ndau on KuCoin, and that's one of the top 5 exchanges in the world in terms of volume. Right. So KuCoin is a really good exchange. We got on KuCoin, I think it was maybe about a year ago, maybe, or so. But KuCoin is the best place, easy, in my opinion, the easiest place to buy it. It's a really nice big exchange. You can buy it on KuCoin. You can buy Ndau on Bittrex Global, also Bittrex Global, and there's also there's a company called InvestView that you can also purchase Ndau through. And so and all of these are available. You can find links to all of them on the Ndau website. I think if you go to the Ndau website, there's a button somewhere that says buy Or I think it's ndau.io/buy. We're trying to make it easy. So where can you buy it? And over time, we're always looking to get on more exchanges. People say, when are you going to be on Coinbase? It's like, well, we're not. Oh, we're looking into many different exchanges, but right now, so we'll make progress on that in the future. But right now, KuCoin, Bittrex Global, and in iGenius, InvestYou/iGenius.
Yes, of course. Okay. And I know that there is a permission system when you share Ndau projects and people buy Ndau after. So can you maybe explain it?
I'm sorry, what type of a system?
When you receive 10% of a part of Ndau that a person buy, when you share it Ndau project and after people buy Ndau. Do you mean
the affiliate program? Yes. Oh,
yes,
the Ndau. Yes.
Sorry.
That's great. No, that's great. It's the Ndau affiliate program. And if you go to ndau.io, there's a big button. It's a blue one. I remember that it's the only button we have that's blue on the website at the top, and it says become an affiliate, right? And so that's a very exciting project. Thank you for bringing that up. That's something that we just started this year. And so yes. It's the Enlighten program allows people to create educational content, and they earn rewards in Ndau for that. They receive Ndau tokens for creating educational content. But we want to help people buy Ndau on exchanges more, and it's hard. Using an exchange, even something like Coinbase, for your average person, it's a little hard to use. And so the affiliate program is an opportunity to help people buy Ndau on KuCoin, specifically the KuCoin. And then the affiliates, as an affiliate, if you help someone buy Ndau, you teach them about Ndau, they buy Ndau on KuCoin, then the affiliate earns cash, not Ndau. They earn cash. And it's like I think it's like 10%. It's all on the website. It's all on the website. So it's a really wonderful opportunity because we want to help people who are interested in Ndau to be able to buy it on KuCoin. And I love KuCoin, but still, for the average person, it's like, okay, wait, I have to buy Tether. There's a process. It's a little bit of a journey. It's a little bit of a journey, and especially for people who are who have never done anything with crypto before, it can be scary. It's like, well, what I have to buy Tether, and then I have to buy Ndau with the Tether. How does that work? And I wrote a very long knowledge base article. If you go to the affiliate program and you follow the information, you can find all of this. But I wrote a very long knowledge base article on how to buy Ndau on KuCoin, and there are just a lot of steps. Okay, you got to do this and this and this and this. And I love the cat's right in the camera. That's cute. Oh, she's fluffy. And so the affiliate program is a great opportunity because that way, it's also a I think learning how to buy any cryptocurrency on an exchange and how to withdraw it to your wallet, because that's the other thing too. The whole point of not the whole point, but a major point of the affiliate program is showing people how to buy Ndau on KuCoin and then withdrawing it to your wallet on your phone so that you can earn yields, right? I feel very good about that because if you look at what happens when people leave their cryptocurrency on an exchange, it's very dangerous, to be honest. Look at what happened with FTX, right? They lost 8 billion with a B, billion, $8 billion worth of people's money, of crypto primarily. And
like my money.
Oh, you lost some? You lost someone after? You did? Oh, yes. I'm sorry. It's terrible. It's
But I have
terrible.
good diversification of exchange, so it's
Oh,
okay.
good.
And I have
No.
Ndau too.
Oh, that's good. You're not alone. I mean,
Hmm.
so many people have lost money because of FTX, and the part of the problem is that I think these exchanges, not just FTX, but many of them will say like, hey, if you leave your cryptocurrency on our exchange, it will earn interest, right? Oh, you can earn yields if you leave your cryptocurrency on our exchange, and we'll take care of your cryptocurrency, and it'll grow, And then when the exchange disappears, when it runs away, it's like, what? It's gone. So what I love about Ndau is you can't earn, like, your Ndau does not grow if it sits on an exchange. Your Ndau only grows when you withdraw it into your wallet, which is much safer.
Yes. A
The
wallet is more safe than an exchange, right?
well, because no one else can touch it, right? So if my cryptocurrency is on an exchange, if I have my cryptocurrency, it's like money with a bank, right? If my money is in a bank here in Canada, Bank of Montreal, if that bank disappears or goes away, where's my money? It's gone. I have no, it's they took it. I can't get it back. And so when your Ndau is in your wallet, you have 100% control over it. You are the only one who can do anything with it. And those the recovery phrase that you have, that is, those 12 words that's the magic, right? The 12 words are the magic that allow you to always have access to your Ndau. If you have your 12 words, your wallet, your phone can be destroyed. It's like, well, I have those 12 words. Oh, let me get a new phone. Oh, I'll open up a new Ndau wallet. I'll go recover wallet. What are your 12 words? Here are my 12 words. And then it's all back, right? So that's what self-sovereign means, right? Self-sovereign means you are in control of yourself. No one else can mess with your funds. So anyway, the point is, I think that with the affiliate program allows people to, and it rewards the people who buy Ndau on KuCoin as well too. So the person who helps the person who helps somebody buy Ndau on KuCoin earns cash, and the person who buys the Ndau on KuCoin and withdraws it, if they have to send us a message. They have to prove that they withdrew it. Yes, I bought Ndau on KuCoin. I proved that I withdrew it, and I locked it in my wallet, and then we send them bonus Ndau. So they both win. They both benefit. But I feel good that we're incentivizing a behavior that will protect people in the long term. By encouraging people to withdraw Ndau after they buy it, makes it safer for them.
Okay. So thanks for your answer. I have one last question, but for me it's the most important question. Where is going now and in the future for Ndau? And in 2050, where do you see the Ndau price, the capitalization, maybe in the top of the CoinMarketCap?
That's a good question. Well, let's see. Well, where are we going in the more immediate term, the upcoming year or few years, right? Well, one thing that's always very important is scaling. Like, can this thing scale to more users? And the fact is, we've had a lot in the past year. We had a growth in active wallet accounts of 40% growth. That's a lot of growth, right? More people holding Ndau, more people actively taking Ndau, a lot of them locking their Ndau, earning yields. And so we're putting more effort into building out the infrastructure and the software to be more reliable, right? So a big update we're doing is to the Tendermint consensus mechanism. So Tendermint is the consensus mechanism. It's software. It's the code that Ndau runs on top of. And we're upgrading it to the latest and greatest version, because it's more robust, as software is always. New versions come out, upgrade now because this one's faster and more, better and more scalable. So that's a big thing. So we're really focusing on building out the code to be more stable and can grow more, because 40% increase in wallets, that's huge. And it's gonna, we see the trends, it's going to continue. We also want to we're also going to be coming out with a new version of a big new version of the wallet app. We had a big new version over the summer, and one of the things, if you noticed, was we added Wallet Connect, right? So Wallet Connect, and I'll give you the URL to there's a blog post that I made that summarizes some of these things, but I'll send that to you so that you can include it in the YouTube video description. But Wallet Connect is the one of the standard ways for wallets to connect to other systems in Web3, right? So when people talk about DeFi, they talk about NFTs, all that Web3 stuff. It's like, okay, you connect to a website with your wallet. You say log in with your wallet. You don't have a username and a password. You can log in with a wallet and then prove that you hold a certain amount of cryptocurrency, or you prove that you are holding a certain NFT. And that's all Web3. And Wallet Connect is the standard for how to do that. And we integrated that with the Ndau wallet over the summer. What we're going to be doing with the next version of the wallet is the next version of the Ndau wallet will support other cryptocurrencies. It will support things like Ether. It'll be multi-chain. That's the point. It'll be multi-chain. And that means also, what we're looking at is we want to integrate with Ethereum and Polygon, right? So you'll be able to have Ethereum on your wallet, and you'll be able to have Polygon on your wallet, because that's what DeFi, that's what Web3 is all about. Web3 is all about chains like Ethereum and Polygon and other, they call them Ethereum virtual machine compatible chains, EVM compatible chains, right? Because that's where all the smart contracts run. The smart contracts that power DeFi run on EVM powered chains, EVM compatible chains. So the next version of the wallet will support that. We're going to be having I can't talk about everything. There's some stuff that's coming, but we're very excited because we're looking at how Ndau can be more part of the DeFi ecosystem, because Ndau is its own unique chain. Ndau is not an ERC20 token on Ethereum. It doesn't sit on Polygon, but we've got some really interesting ways that Ndau is going to be able to be part of the whole DeFi ecosystem using the Ndau wallet, right? So I think a big part of the upcoming years is when you think of Web3, when you think of Web3 powered infrastructure on the internet, Ndau is going to be part of that. It already is, because we've got Wallet Connect. And right now you can only use Wallet Connect on the Ndau wallet app to connect to the Blockchain Policy Council DAO to vote on proposals. But there are going to be more things that you can do with it in the future. Much longer term, the market cap of Ndau right now is it's like in the top 250 coins. But it's not listed correctly on CoinMarketCap, because CoinMarketCap, I don't know, sometimes they just don't list coins correctly on CoinMarketCap, and for whatever reason. But if you actually do the calc, if you run the numbers, it's like, okay, Ndau is in the it's in the top 250 to 300 cryptocurrencies, and I think that's fantastic, considering there are about 4,000 cryptocurrencies out there, right? So if you're in the top 200-300, then it's like, okay, that's pretty good. I think I can't speculate on price. The market wants what the market wants. I think, when you see a lot of fear in the world, some people will panic sell, and at the same time, unfortunately, the thing is, the people who really make money in markets, they buy when everyone else is afraid. All right. That's the thing. You buy when there's blood in the streets. That's the saying. It's a very
Exactly.
it's a creepy saying. When there's blood in the streets, that's when you buy. And so like everybody in the world has been, the world situation the past year has been pretty bad. And I think, you know, that was reflected in all of the cryptocurrencies. It's funny, everyone's excited today, right? Today, Bitcoin is going, oh, it's at 26. It's like, hey, I remember when it was 60, it's like, it's come down a lot. And so, and Ndau's price has come down, has come down too, not as much as Bitcoin though, right? If you were holding Bitcoin and Ndau before all of this stuff, the world caught fire, basically a couple of years ago, 3 years ago with COVID, actually Ndau has performed better than Bitcoin. But you got to zoom out. That's the thing. You have to zoom out and think about what the fundamentals are of the financial instrument. Like how is it designed to work? How is it designed to work? And we've already seen how Ndau's adaptability, right? How it's like, for example, the SIB protection. The SIB protection has disincentivized a lot of people from selling Ndau because they're afraid. Some people, you can always sell it. You're not being prevented, but you're paying this SIB protection fee, right? But if you look at like how much was burned, like Ndau is, the fees that are taken out of the Ndau from SIB protection, all of those are burned, right? So all the Ndau is burned. It doesn't go to anybody. It just gets destroyed, which reduces the Ndau in circulation, reduces the total Ndau in circulation, which makes everyone else's Ndau a little more valuable because there's less of it in circulation, right? It's the supply and demand. And so I think the thing to always remember is that, right now the world is in a place of fear, but that never lasts forever. At some point people say, oh, crypto in general is, we're in a bear market. It's like, yeah, it's a bear market. They don't last forever. These are cycles. These are cycles, and you see them. And I think again, Ndau has this. It's released on a bonding curve. I'm not going to I won't go into any more detail. I'll let the viewers at home, do their own research and see what the prices can be at certain levels as it's issued along a bonding curve. But the key thing to remember is that, the past few years have been a real terrible time for all cryptocurrencies. If you look at the performance of Ndau's performance has actually been better than Bitcoin's performance. And it feels like, personally, it just feels like, this bear market is, we're at a turning point. It's not like, oh, this is going to go on for more years. It feels like, yeah, this is, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And if you look at just like what happened to Bitcoin today, if you look at the price of Bitcoin, it's interesting to see like, oh, look at that. It's back up to 26. So I think the most important thing is always have, a long-term view. I don't give financial advice. I tell people, none of this is financial advice, what I'm saying, and I don't speculate on price, but I just tell people to, when they ask me about what do you think, how you think things are going to perform, I always just tell them to just zoom out and look at what's happening in the world in general. And then you can kind of get a sense of people's sentiments and how that may change in the future, right? And again, though, the trick is to realize that cycles come and go, and to understand where the trick is to figure out where you are right now in the cycle. Like, are we here? Are we going to keep going, or are we here? Are we going to go up like this? And I think, well, at the very least, I think self-sovereign holding is the way to go, because you can't trust exchanges, you can't trust banks, you can't trust governments. It's like,
Yes.
whatever you do, it's like, well, just think about self-sovereign holding, and think about like holding something that is growing in value because of yields, right? Because that's the other thing too, right? Like if something's price stays the same in the market, that's one thing, but like if its value is decreasing because of inflation, it's like, well, okay, value that, you can't do anything about. If you're holding cash, it's just the value just evaporates, right? if you're holding something like Ndau, even if the market price stays the same, if you're also earning yields, then you're actually gaining, you're winning. You see what I mean? You have to remember that if you're holding something where the price is steady, you have to remember the fact that if you're earning yields, that is increasing the value of what you're holding, right? So I think we live in interesting times, and I just hope people stay safe, and it's so many people like yourself and so many people I know and friends and family got burned with FTX, and again, Ndau's the mission of Ndau, and again, it's an open source decentralized project. Oneiro, we're just the primary development company that started the Ndau code, but it's all open source. There are other people working on parts of it, and personally helping to advance something that encourages people to be self-sovereign. I feel good about that, because at the end of the day, you want to do as much as you can to help people stay safe. So
Yes, of course.
yeah.
So I have not other question at the moment. So
Okay.
I just can tell you really big thanks for your time. That's a pleasure for me to be here with you in this call, to answer to my questions and other people questions about Ndau, because
Cool.
I really think that's a very big project, and I wonder a part of the cake, if I can see that.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, no, that's what that's what it's all about, and I think it's great to see you looking at the world like this, looking at the opportunities, looking at the options, exploring, what you said, but you said also, like you said you were diversified, like not all of your crypto was in
Yes.
FTX, right? So I mean, that's the way to think about anything. There's no
Mm.
one thing. You don't go all in on one thing ever, ever, right? You look at different financial instruments, you look at different techniques of investing and buying things and this and that. And I think, I'm just, I love that Ndau is part of that, all of these different options and different ways of doing things. Some people are, like day trading, right? And a day trader, if you do it right, not many people do it right. If you do it right, you make money whether it goes up or down. But it has to go up and down a lot. There has, the more stuff is going up and down, a smart day trader will earn, will earn on the up and down as well, on both sides. But like Ndau is not that at all. Ndau is not designed for for day traders. It said, well, there's not this kind of like lots of up and downs real quick kind of thing. So I think it's there are so many different financial instruments and cryptocurrencies too out there, and it's great to see someone like you exploring all of that, because that's and because you never know what's going to come down the line. I mean, look at what's happening with AI right now, right? I mean, this is one thing I think a lot about is the intersection of bigger technology trends, right? So I wonder, I'm like, AI is just fascinating. There's so many applications for language, right? For images, for written word, spoken word, video. What's going to happen when AI meets crypto, really, right? I mean, what happens when you give AI the ability to figure out how to trade crypto, or even write software for cryptocurrencies, right? Because AIs can write software. I think we're going to be in a very interesting period of time moving forward, where AI technology is going to intersect with the finance world, and who knows what's going to happen, but it's going to be exciting. There's going to be new opportunities, right? I think
Yes.
there's going to be new you know, I think about like how can the Ndau project leverage AI? I'm not sure. We just gotta just sort of pay attention to what's happening and experiment with things, right? So anyway, yeah, lots of stuff going on, and again, it's great that, you know, thank you for the stuff that you've done for Ndau, for Enlighten, and just the more everyone shares knowledge, the better. Yeah. You know,
Of course.
that's
I
really
think so too.
cool. That's all I got.
I have no more question, but that's a
Okay,
pleasure
cool.
to have you with me. So
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you.